Hi, my name is Ryan Fernando and I'm the Chief Nutritionist at Nutrition Clinics. We help people discover their capacity, help people break Guinness records of non-stop aerobics of 26 hours and even win an Olympic medal. But that aside, every person should eat according to science. Yes, you're taught to eat out of love and culture, but if you add a little bit of science to the way you eat, it will change the way you feel, it will change the way you operate, and it just makes you a better rock star in your life. I'm speaking to you today as an expert and why you need to invest in a sports nutrition plan. If you're a parent or you're a kid watching this video, you will spend the most amount of money on coaching and your equipment. But I ask you this question. Take one day, don't eat, don't drink, and go and play your game. Can you perform? No. When you eat, are you eating food that has been made according to your genetics and body type and sport? Or are you just eating out of love and culture on what your mother or your family is giving you? For parents listening in, nutrition starts very young, 2-3 years of age. Behavioral eating habits start between 6 to 9. 6 to 9 is the perfect age to bring your child for a nutrition counseling, even before you enroll them for karate, tennis, football, cricket, hockey, or any sport that you choose. So remember one thing, sports starts first very, very young when it comes to eating. Now, why should you invest in a nutrition plan? Whatever your age, if you're a Virat Kohli, one of the world's best batsmen, or you're Sushil Kumar, who's won an Olympic medal, a silver medal, what should you be doing? Number one, when you come, the nutritionist should understand your sport. What's your sport? You can be any one of these sports, right? I understand then the muscle and your body in this sport. Once I understand the muscle and body, I then take measurements. Your height, your weight, your body fat percentage, and your muscle percentage. Your body fat percentage is crucial because if you have too high body fat percentage, you're carrying heavy load in your body. Athletes during on-season and off-season, their fat and muscle ratios microscopically change. How do you manage it with food? Have you done a blood test? Does your blood test include hemoglobin, ferritin, iron levels, transferrin saturation levels? These levels here, ferritin especially, is so important to your oxygen saturation, your ability to carry oxygen and breathe and recover. What about your vitamin B12? What about your vitamin D? I do the entire vitamin profiling at the Nutrition Clinics. In addition to this, we also do the food allergy test. What's the food allergy test got to do? You got no problem. Think about this. If you're going to play an opponent, you're going to watch a video of that opponent and what are his strengths and what are his weaknesses. What is your strength in food and what is your weakness in food? Have you discovered that? But you're buying the best equipment, you're buying the best of shoes, you're buying the best of coaching. But the best that has to go into you, you haven't discovered it as yet. That's where a sports nutrition investment pays on the long haul. People come to me and say, oh, but Mr. Fernando, you are charging about $200 for a 3 to 4 month plan. When you break it down, it comes out to lesser than 1 rupee when you factor it over your sports nutrition career. Because if you learn a sports nutrition plan for 3 months, it sets you up with the knowledge on how to eat correctly. Coming back to my genetic testing. Nutrition gene testing. I can discover gluten, lactose, caffeine. Should I give you coffee or not? Can you eat chocolates for the caffeine content? Caffeine responder, non-responder. Vitamin B1, B2, B6, B9, B12, calcium, then you have iron, you have copper, you have so many of the mineral elements. And then which oil should you do? Mufa, PUFA, or saturated fats? Look at the knowledge that you need to acquire and then change your nutrition plan based on the genetic testing. We also do the fitness gene test. The fitness gene test works on your recovery, works on your fatigue, works on your ligaments, cartilage. All of the aspects which will get towards your energy, power, endurance are looked into it. So let's say you have a gene that has slow fatigue. We can bring in foods like beetroot, like rocket leaves, like pineapple, like purple cabbage, which are going to go and help towards improving your recovery and your fatigue. So there's a lot. I have been working with athletes for 5 years and we're still adding things to their regime 5 years later. We look at things like Power Breathe. Power Breathe, because I tell athletes, protein, carbs, fats, vitamins, minerals, water. What about oxygen? Can we add the Power Breathe testing to your nutrition plan to understand, can you improve your oxygen saturation capacity? There's a whole lot of things that you can do from a testing point of view. But after you do all of this testing, then comes the diet charts. We come up with a 7-day nutrition plan, which is Monday to Sunday. The protein, the carbs and the fats for every meal, if you see over here, every meal is balanced for that time of the day. So if you're going to sleep, then the nutrition is different. And if you're coming out of play, so post-workout, look at the protein, look at the carbohydrate, look at the fat. We are balancing it out. So there's a mathematical supremacy in an Olympic sports nutrition plan at the Qua Nutrition Clinics. Look at the competition guidelines. It's not the same as the 7-day training guidelines. We also have an off-season when you're not training. A travel day chart. Virat Kohli right now is traveling off to Australia. I'm just making a new chart for him for Australia in the quarantine period. We need to do case to case, tournament to tournament, specificity to sports is what you need to do when you're looking at a sports nutrition plan. When you put all of these things together, that is the world of an Olympic sports nutrition plan. It's not something that should be taken lightly. It's something that can change every cell in your body towards improvement. If you don't believe us, just look at the list of athletes working with us. These are athletes not at school level or university grade level. These are Olympic level athletes. But we have thousands of wannabe athletes investing in their nutrition. Are you one of those persons? Trust me, you will never regret the investment of a 1-year sports nutrition plan, because it's going to help you in your sport. And as one parent recently said to me, Ryan, it's amazing what my son has learned on 1 year of nutrition with Qua Nutrition. He's not only improved his body, his height, his weight, but for the rest of his life, he is learning to eat correctly. He's learning to eat for his capacity, and he knows which foods are harmful to his body. And in our last family picnic, he was the pride and joy of mine, because among all the children, he was not eating the junk food, and he was admonishing the other children, telling them as a 9-year-old how the junk food is destroying their body. What more do you want? Sports to win or for life? Either way, you will be a champion.